session. So we are going to discuss about SAP S4HANA consultant. So particularly how the support projects will handle in real time. Those things we will discuss, and we will finish up by today itself. And so let me share my screen. Okay, so keep your audio, please. While joining into the group, keep your audio off. Okay, and video is not required. Okay, see guys, today we will discuss about SAP S4HANA consultant, particularly in the support project. So what kind of issues he will deal, and so in support project, so what is the responsibility of FICO or S4HANA consultant in real time? So last time, so we discussed these areas, requirement gathering, this was finished up. Okay, how the requirements should be gathered, and what kind of configurations we need to do, and what kind of testing activities we'll perform. Okay, so these are all things we discussed in the last time. And one point I told you, so it is also part of your duty to provide the SAP end user training. Okay, that is also part of SAP consultant, because you know the configuration, right? So you know how to do the configuration, and you also tested out some scenarios. Okay, and the user side also they tested out, but it is your duty to provide the training to the SAP end users. After in the implementation process, particularly SAP consultant will train and will give the suggestions. Okay, for the process improvements, etc. So training means it is your duty to provide the training to the SAP end users. So if you provide the training, then they don't make any mistakes. Okay, while posting the transactions, they don't make any mistakes. Okay, and we didn't get errors. If you not provide the training, they will keep on posting the transaction with wrong inputs or wrong details. And then so many errors will arise. So that is the reason SAP consultant will provide training to the SAP end users. So who are SAP end users? Anyone tell me? So who are SAP end users?
Who are involved in day-to-day postings, create GL masters and report.
Okay. So end users means they will post the transactions on day-to-day basis. Okay. So they will post purchase related, sales related, payment related. Okay. So many transactions they posted. Okay. So we are the SAP company. We will support the SAP end users. Okay. Support project means we need to support the SAP end users, because they will prepare the financial statements. They will prepare the financial statements. You need to support the SAP end users not to make any mistakes or not to make any errors. Okay, so we need to run the system smoothly. So that is the reason. So we will give a proper support to the SAP end users. Okay, support means we need to support. Support means we need to support the SAP end users to post the transactions. See, generally SAP end user post the transactions. That is his duty. So day to day there are several kind of transactions related to GL, asset, vendor. So many transactions they will post. At the time of transaction booking, okay, so user not to get any technical challenge or technical errors or glitches. So that is your duty. To run the system smoothly means he will post the transaction, and finally month end he will prepare the financial accounts, financial statements. So that statements are very vital for every business, right? So that statements are very vital for every business. So in order to run the system smoothly, okay, so SAP consultant need to support SAP end users. That is the reason. So we will provide training to the SAP end users. Got my point? Support means, so in real time, so we have implementation projects and support projects. So implementation, there are certain phases. I already told you some phases, and there are some methodologies also there. Okay, so in each methodology there are some phases will be there. Okay, so so each phase SAP consultant will do like a configuration phase. He will do configuration. Testing phase he will do testing. Data migration, so he will do data migration activities. Okay, so and documentation preparation. These are all part of SAP FICO or S4HANA consultant roles and responsibilities. Okay, now so we will discuss about this support project in detail. Support project. If you are into support project, you will have to resolve the SAP end user issues on day-to-day basis. And the maximum you will get 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 issues. If it is in month end time, you will get the 6 issues also on every day basis. You need to resolve the tickets on what basis? SLE. Okay, so you need to resolve the tickets based upon the SLA. Okay, SLA means service level agreement. So they should have the agreement between the client and consulting company. So you are from consulting company, you are technical people. Okay. So technical people means you know the configurations and testing, data migration, everything. Okay, so you are consultant. So you need to resolve the technical issues of SAP end users. Okay, so let's say for example, end user posting the transaction. Okay, he is getting error. I will show you one realistic scenario. So how the SAP end users post the transactions, I will give you overall idea. So so now he is posting one transaction by using the T code FD50. Okay. So FD50 or you take FD60 vendor invoice. He is posting transaction on vendor invoice. Vendor invoice means purchase account data to vendor. So this invoice he is posting. Okay. So how the error will get? I am telling you. Just look at the screen. So just take the vendor.
Your screen is not visible.
So my screen is
Your
visible.
screen is not coming, sir, properly.
Anyone? Anyone? Please tell me my screen is visible or not?
No, sir, we can't
No,
see your
sir.
screen.
Okay.
Not
Yes,
visible.
it's visible.
Not visible, sir.
Okay then. So you guys need to tell this right at the initial stage. Okay, now it's visible.
No.
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Anyone share the screen once? Okay, then I will share. Anyone share the screen? Okay, there is some technical issue maybe. Anyone share your screen, please? Anyone share the screen? Just share the screen. Okay. So this is problem with the screen sharing. Okay, let me share my screen. Now it's visible or not? So please confirm.
No,
It's
visible. No, visible.
no. So are you
So
saying?
still,
Are you
it is not visible.
not
Not visible, sir, for my side.
sharing a screen? That is the problem. Show me in the call. So now, is my screen visible?
No, sir.
No,
Not
sir.
visible, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm stop sharing again. Sharing my screen. Now,
No, sir.
Still not.
I will rejoin once again. Okay,
Not visible, sir.
I will rejoin. And now it's visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, guys. Last time we discussed about what, madam? Any issues?
Baker raised the hand.
I didn't get you. Come again.
The shaker has raised the hand. Maybe he's not.
Okay, leave the shaker. Okay. So are you visible? It's visible for you, right? Okay, say there is a problem with other people, then please rejoin. Okay, I cannot stop for one person. So all the people are just sharing the uh, so comments in the chat box. They are almost visible. So now we'll start the session. Okay, so almost 15 minutes delay today because of technical issue. Okay, see guys. So today we are discussing about SAP S4HANA FICO consultant roles and responsibilities. Okay, so last time we already discussed about how the requirement should be gathered from the client. Okay, and how to configure our SAP system, and so what kind of testing activities we need to perform, and what kind of how the data should be migrated from so non-SAP means legacy system to SAP. These are all important phases we discussed in the previous classes. Okay, so today the main agenda of this session is to provide the basic idea regarding the support consultant. How he will perform the issues resolution and handling in the real time. This is the topic, and so far we discussed about the requirement gathering, system configuration, testing, and training. So why the training is important for SAP S4HANA end users or FICO end users? Why the training is required? So if you not provide, consultant not provide the training, then end user makes the mistakes and he will commit the mistakes. So so you need to resolve those issues at any cost. So generally SAP end users post different kind of transactions on day-to-day basis, right? So sales transactions, purchase transactions, so many transactions he will post. At the time of transaction booking, so he will get a different kind of errors. Okay, so sometimes he will face technical issues. That time, so he will raise the ticket. He will raise the ticket, and we need to resolve the those tickets. So based upon the priority and severity. So there is SLA will be there. So as I told you, SLA will be there. Okay, let's discuss about the support project today. So without giving training to the end users, so we cannot finish up the project. So it is also your duty to provide support to the SAP end users. So support means, so you need to resolve the SAP end user issues. That is your duty. Okay. So based upon the SLA, we need to work in real time, and we need to resolve the SAP end user tickets. Okay, so what is SLA? SLA means service level agreement. So there is an SLA between the client and the consulting company. So this SLA plays very integral role in the support project. Okay, so now, so this consulting company accept the project based upon the SLA only. So tickets. So if end user getting any kind of error, the SAP consultants need to solve the issues. That is SLA, and there is a timelines will be there. So how much time SAP consultant will resolve the ticket? That is called as a timeline. So some of the tickets, I'm telling you. So P1 ticket, P2 ticket, P3 ticket, P4 ticket. So P1 ticket duration is 2 hours, and the P2 ticket duration is 4 hours or 6 hours. Okay, this duration should vary, depends upon the project and agreement between the client and the your consulting company. So this duration should be vary in real. So SLA, this is SLA resolution time I'm giving over here. So if end user writes the P1 ticket, then we need to resolve the ticket within 2 hours. If end user writes the P2 ticket, we need to resolve the ticket in 6 hours. If end user writes the P3 ticket, then we have 3 days time. We need to resolve within the 3 days time, and so P4 for 4 days. This duration is called as a resolution. So resolution, we need to provide a resolution to the SAP end users. If you are into support project on day-to-day basis, there are several kind of challenges we need to come across. Okay, and so user may face technical challenges, and those challenges we need to handle. So in real time, so maximum you will get 2 to maximum 6 tickets. Okay, So in the month end time, particularly, you will get so many tickets. So you need to be more cautious in the month end time. So you need to work almost 15 to 20 hours, 15 hours also sometime, particularly in month end time. So month end activities will perform in the midnight. So that time you need to wake up and you need to support to the SAP end users also. So month end is very crucial for the support project because at the month end SAP end users close the financial statements. So that time, so they will face different kind of issues, challenges. Okay, so you are consultant. You need to resolve the ticket, and you make sure that so business should be smooth flow and without having any interruptions. That is your duty. You are in back end, right? So you SAP consultant is the front end. So front end person. So he will post transaction everything in the front end server. So you are back end guy. So you need to support the SAP consultant. Okay, SAP support the you need to support the SAP end users. Okay, so whatever the issues will rise by end user, so you need to resolve those tickets. So the resolution time I'm providing over here, this time is not same for all the projects. This time should be varied. Depends upon the agreement between the client and the consulting company. If end user raise the P1 ticket, so the duration is very small and we need to resolve at any cost within the 2 hours. If end user raise the P2 ticket, so we have only 6 hours time, so we need to resolve those tickets. So P3, 3 days, P4, 4 days. So maximum you will get the tickets of P3 and P4 tickets on day-to-day basis, particularly in month-end time. So they will rise P1 and P2 tickets because the duration of the P1, P2 tickets are having very less time, and so you will have to resolve the ticket at any cost in the SAP support projects. And response time means, what is response time? So once a user has raised the ticket, okay, so raise the ticket. So then what is your response? So how much time taken to assign with your name or colleague name? So to that ticket, like so user will write the ticket that will come to your queue, means your ticketing tool. So one notification will come, user write the ticket. Okay, so within the time means there is a response time will be there. So within this response time, so you need to assign this ticket with your name or your colleague name. So how much time you are taken to response to that SAP end user tickets? Maximum duration 15 minutes. Okay, this time is not same for all the projects. I'm telling you guys, this should be varied, depends upon the project to project. Okay, 30 minutes. And P4 ticket, so we have 30 minutes. So some cases it should vary. Okay, but I'm giving overall draft idea. So in real time, once you join into any support project, so first you need to take a KT plan from your senior and ask what is the service level agreement between the client and our consulting company, and so tell me the duration. Okay, so of the tickets. Okay, resolution time and response time. Okay, so your project manager, your project senior member or your colleague, so he will guide you. So like duration of the, so duration of the resolution and this response time. This is very important. So if you not resolve the ticket within this interval, so ticket will be breached. So ticket should not be breached any cost. So ticket breach means there is an agreement between the client and consulting company. Service level SLA will breach. SLA should not breach at any cost. If SLA is breached, then your project manager will call you and ask, so why the SLA has been breached? Okay, so what is the issue? So what you are doing? Why you are not assigning the ticket? So these kind of things, like unnecessary words also need to listen in the real-time projects. So if you are working in support project, you should be very careful, and you need to review all your so ticketing tool and emails on day-to-day basis. Okay, so on every second you need to check the any tickets. Okay, why? Because the user will raise ticket anytime. So those tickets you need to resolve, and the ticket should not be breached at any cost. Okay, so we discussed about the requirement gathering, system configuration, testing. Okay, training means, so why we are training to SAP end users? Because in the coming days he will not post any transaction with wrong inputs, and so that's the reason we need to provide the training. If you are not providing training to the SAP end users, they will keep on doing mistakes, and so there are so many errors will come. So that is the reason. So we will have to train the SAP end users, and to ensure the business should be smooth flow. If you not provide the training, he will make mistakes, and he will do wrong postings, and that statement that this is impact on the financial statements. Okay, so that is the reason your duty is to provide support to the SAP end users. Who are SAP end users? So SAP end users will post the transactions on day-to-day basis. So transaction means like he will post purchase related, sales related, salaries, payments, etc. Those transactions which express in terms of money, those will be called as a transaction. So these transactions should be posted by SAP end users in the SAP system. Okay. While posting the transaction into the SAP system, so he will face a difficulty or challenge to saving the document. So that time, so he will see error. Okay. So that error screenshot he will take in and send to you. Okay. So once you receive the any email notification from the end user or any ticket from the SAP end user, so you will have to connect to the end user and you need to resolve. So let me brief. So how the SAP end user will raise the ticket, okay, and what kind of errors he will post. Okay, I will give you one overall idea. This is as this is fifth session, so I will tell you so basic idea behind this tickets resolution, etc. Okay, so let me open SAP document. Okay, so this is SAP screen, S4HANA screen 2022 version. Okay, so SAP end user posting one kind of transaction, that is okay. So like credit purchases, trade purchase entry. Tell me anyone trade purchase entry. What is trade purchase entry?
Expenses account debit to vendor.
Expense account data to or purchase account data to vendor, right? So
Yes.
this transaction should be booked by using the transaction code FB60 in SAP. Okay. So end user perform this kind of transactions. End user post the transactions. Okay. So they are posting this transaction. So they are taking vendor. Okay. They are taking vendor, this vendor, and invoice. They are taking this invoice and reference. So for any transaction, reference should be there. Okay, invoice date means transaction date when this credit purchase happened. Posting date means so when you are going to enter into SAP system, and the reference means okay, for every invoice there should have reference. Okay, for this reference only we pay, and this is the vendor. Okay, and so how much credit purchase happened? 10,000 rupees credit purchase. Okay, so here you can write down just the credit purchases. Okay, then go to GL account. So GL account, take the GL account. Okay, so credit purchase. So take this GL account. Okay, so credit purchase account debit and vendor account credit. Okay, credit purchase account debit, vendor account credit, and give the 10,000 rupees. So debit amount, credit amount. Okay, and just to go to tab. So here just write down text credit purchase. Enter. So while entering the document, so end user, so while enter, then saving the document, end user facing this issue. So this is the technical issue. So this issue will be resolved by consultant itself. Now your duty is you should understand this issue, error message. What is this error message? Okay, end user will take this print or screenshot, and so he will raise the ticket. Okay, so whether it should be, if it is urgent, then P1 ticket. If it is not urgent, P3, P4 tickets will be raised. Okay, so this screenshot will be forwarded to you, and he will write an email. Okay, so I'm facing this issue. Okay, so I'm facing this error at the time of transaction booking FB60. So by using transaction booking FB60, I'm facing this error. So please resolve. And also he will raise one ticket and attach this email. Then this will reach out to your FICO team. Okay. So you once the ticket has been come to group or email or this come to your ticketing tool. Okay. So and immediately you need to assign this ticket with your name or your colleague name. So if you have so many tickets, you don't have time. So you discuss with your colleague, and I am assigning this ticket with your name. Okay. So I have other tickets need to work, and urgent deliverables are there. So please resolve. Then so assign to me. Then you are so assign this ticket to your colleague. Okay. So if you don't have any work, so that means you need to assign this ticket with your name. Okay. So that is your prime responsibility. If ticket is not assigned, okay, so then the user will confuse. Okay, so he will again call you, call your team, and he will write an emails. Okay, so there is no response from my ticket. I'm facing this issue. It's very urgent. Those kind of emails you will face, and your project manager will call you and again ask this kind of, so why he is raising this kind of messages, mails, and etc. So that is the reason. So your duty is first assign the ticket with your name. So now it's your duty. So once I assign with your name, then connect to the Skype. Okay, connect to Skype. There are other modes also there. Teammates, Skype, and Zoom. Okay, whatever the mode is available in the your company. So you can connect on immediate basis and discuss about the issue. So you can ask the end user, please post the transaction once again. I need to review. So we cannot come to the conclusion based upon the screenshot. Okay, so you screenshot so many things will be there. So you need to look this error carefully, and so you will ask the end user, please share the screen. End user will share the screen and post the transaction, and they will also at the time of posting you need to check whether these inputs are giving properly. Okay, cost centers, profit centers, etc. Those things are given properly. So we need to check and. If it's given properly, all things are okay. But at the time of saving the document, so he is facing this issue. Then, so please ask the end user, please let me take out this screenshot. Okay, and then I will come back to you once the issue has been resolved. So, so user has raised the P3 ticket. So in the workaround, we need to resolve those tickets. That's it. So now I am consultant. I will resolve this ticket. Okay. So I'm just doing configuration. This was configuration problem. So I'm just giving the configurations. Okay. So I'm just giving the configuration details and check it in the backend server. I will check in the backend servers. Okay, it's a configuration issue. I will check in the backend error, and again I will perform unit test. So unit testing means from my side I need to check whether this was okay or not. Okay. So again, I'm giving all these inputs. What the end user has given, the same inputs I'm also giving. Okay, I'm checking from my backend servers. So he's a front end, right? So user is a front end. So he has post the transaction through Fury apps. Okay, so we have another servers. Okay, so we will check. So here, enter the date format. So this invoice date format is incorrect. So give the correct date format. And this is vendor date. If you given wrong input, then it will show wrong errors. Okay. System is asking the tax code also. Okay. This is also one kind of error. Okay. So system is asking tax code. I will remove the tax code from the backend. But in real time, we need to give the tax code also. But for the test purpose, I'm just removing the backend tax code for this. Okay, again I will recheck. Okay, I need to post this transaction at any cost. So the system is asking 403 request account assignment. This is one kind of error. This is user inputs only. Okay, so user inputs means you need to provide cost center for this transaction. Okay, then issue will be resolved. So I provide the cost center, enter. Okay, again system is asking error. So this is also inputs problem. We need to give the text. Text means this is credit purchases. Okay, so I will check once again. Okay, so line item is okay. In this line item, no issues. Okay, here also no issues. And just to simulate the document, enter. Okay, so credit purchase account debit. Debit means posting key. So debit rates are called as the posting keys in SAP. And his credit. Okay, so I just posted the transactions. So this transaction I posted successfully. That means there is no issue from my side. I will ask the SAP end user, please perform this transaction from your side. In the backend server, from your side, you just perform this transaction. So he will post the transaction in backend side successfully. Then whatever the configuration we have done, that we will move to the production level. Then in the production also, issue will be resolved. Okay, so these are the things that happen in real time. So in real time, SAP end users will face different kind of challenges. Okay, so we are SAP consultant. We are the reason behind the recruitment for SAP project is to resolve the SAP end user tickets, and we have to make sure that business should be smooth flow. Okay, should be run in a smooth flow. Okay, so this is the error and how to resolve the errors. I'm just share you guys today's session. Okay, so now you understand that. So every have support project should have SLA, and so if this error is P1 ticket, you will have to resolve this ticket within the duration, and P2 ticket, P3 ticket, P4 ticket. Any ticket will be raised by SAP end user. In day-to-day basis, he will raise P1, P2, P3, P4, depend upon the urgency, and so he need this work immediately. So based upon that, he will write the ticket. So we have SLA. So within this SLA, we need to resolve the ticket. First, we need to assign the ticket. Then we need to resolve the ticket. Okay. So we assign the ticket with your name. So within 30 minutes, so you will have to assign, and you need to resolve within this time if you write the P3 ticket. And here, so we have ticketing tool. So ticketing tool. Okay. So ticketing tool should be here. Service now. Okay, solution manager. So many ticketing tools will be there in every project. Solution manager. Okay, ticketing tool, service now, solution manager, BMC remedy. Okay, so many ticketing tools will be there in real time. Okay, but okay, so but which ticketing tool your company using? So that those things you need to take KT plan. Once you join into any company, first to take a KT plan on ticketing tool. So how the ticket should be assigned, and once the ticket has been resolved, what is the closure notes for that? So closure notes means like a ticket has been closed by you, but without user confirmation it closed. Then this should be issue. Okay, why? Because so all in, if you are in the support project, if you close any kind of tickets, so then after that, so auditors will check. So internal audits will happen. So internal audit will check what is the supporting document for this ticket issue and the ticket closed. Okay, supporting document means so user you need to get the user confirmation via email. Okay, so you need to get the user confirmation via email. Then close the ticket without confirming from the user side. So please do not close any ticket, or it should be big problem. Okay, so it's a audit issue. Okay, and suddenly user will rise sometime. So why the ticket has been closed? Okay, so issue has not been resolved. So please tell me the reason why the ticket has been closed. He will raise the ticket. He will send an email. Then it would be great impact on your job. And everyone is let's confirm one point. Say if you are into support project, so you should have group supporting team group. Everyone will review your emails. Everyone will check your emails also. If end user writes any email, so other people also will check. If end user writes an email that so why the ticket has been closed without my permission, or why the ticket has been closed without resolving the issue. those kind of words he has written in the email, then your project manager will ask you, and he will take you separate class for that. That is the reason. So while closing any ticket, so first you need to ensure so the user confirmation is there or not. So how the user confirmation will get? So you will write an email. So please confirm whether ticket has been closed from my side. So issue has been resolved. So just to confirm whether ticket has been closed, then the user will write an email back to that particular email which you have sent. Okay, so he will tell you, so this ticket has been resolved. Thank you for very much for your efforts. Okay, and so like that, some of the appreciation mails also he will return. Those appreciation mails will helpful for your career. Okay, for your any kind of hikes, anything you need to get, those kind of appreciation mails are important. Okay, so that appreciation mail is there. Then you need to gather all these appreciation mails, and if any 6 months performance reviews will happen. Okay, that time, so you need to discuss your project manager. I got this appreciation from the end users. They were very satisfied for my work. Okay, so then you will forward those emails communications to the your project manager. Then you will get the hike. Okay, this is about your performance. So you need to make happy the customer at any cost. If customer says, okay, so this issue is not resolved by Mr. Chanu SK, then he written any email messages or email mails, definitely your career will impact. Okay, so that is the reason all time you need to make good relationship with your customers, and customer means end users. Okay, so you need to make good relationship with SAP end users, and all time you need to discuss, and you should be proactive, and you need to be careful. So while discussing with end users, and resolving the issues. Okay, so there are some managing things also there. Okay, every process should have managing things, so you can also manage. Sometimes issue has not been resolved by you. Then you can discuss with users, please ask some time to resolve the issues. And meanwhile, I'm closing the ticket, but again, you raise the ticket. So those kind of manageable things also happen in the support project. That is understand between your customer and you. Okay. So now everyone getting my points. Okay. See here the training. So training means why we are giving training to SAP end users. So if we are not providing training, then end users committed mistakes. Okay, so again, so many errors will come to your queue, and you need to resolve. So it will impact on the financial statements. So that is the reason it is our prime duty to provide better training to the SAP end users, not to make any mistakes or not to provide any wrong inputs. Okay, and this training will helpful to them to run our business smoothly. Okay. So this is just like a support project guidance. Okay, so many tickets will reach out in real time. Reach out to you in real time. So just I'm telling ticket issues types. So what are the issues generally come at support project? If you are in the support project, you will see these kind of errors. Okay, like end user mistakes. So if you provide wrong inputs, okay, so then also issues will rise. Okay, and master data issues, configuration issues, integration issues, system performance issues, technical issues means bugs. This should be resolved by ABAP consultant only. Technical issues, any bugs, BAP related errors. Okay, and so like authorization issues, security issues, authorization issues. Okay. And the third party means interfaces issues. Interfaces. Okay. So data format issues. Data format issues. Okay, like that SAP will rise. Okay, ticket based upon these areas. So he will face any kind of issue, whether it is a wrong inputs or it's master data or it's a configuration, whatever integration. So you need to be more active in the support project, and you first troubleshoot the issue. Okay, whether this ticket is belongs to SAP FI consultant or MM consultant or SD consultant. If it is not our ticket, then immediately you need to put forward this ticket to MM team or SD team who are consent team. Okay, so then at the time of forwarding this ticket, you need to write an email. Okay, so we do not have any scope to work on this ticket. So please confirm whether this ticket is for you or not. So like you need to write an email and you just provide incident number. Okay, so like user write the incident, then also you provide the incident number, and then he will work on it. Okay, in real time, so incidents, these are all incidents. So incident service requests, CRs also there. Okay, we will give you full clarity on the next coming classes, upcoming classes. So here it's just like introduction classes, orientation. For orientation, this is like orientation and introduction classes. So after some classes, like 40, 50 classes, we will discuss in detail. Okay, so like with errors, we will discuss. And also, we will give you complete project information with which methodologies generally used to implement these support projects. Or sorry, for implementation project, there is methodologies will be there. We also discuss some important methodologies, and also we will discuss some real-time issues. These are all discussions happened in the coming classes. This is just like orientation to get the proper knowledge before going to the system. Okay, so I finished up the support project. Okay, so I finished up the support project, and for every phase, if you are into implementation project, so definitely you need to make documentation for all your configurations and testing, unit testing activities. The documentation part is very crucial. Why? Because so if you join into any company, so after some days, after some months or some years, you will be expert, and so any for any other reason you want to switch to another company, you need to resign, right? So that time, so this document plays very vital to other consultant, so who want to join in this project. Okay, so this document also will help for audit purpose, and so any for training purpose. So this documentation part plays very integral role. Collaboration means we need to work with cross-module teams in real time. So we need to work with MM team, SD team, PP team, ABAP team, security team, basis team. All the members are very crucial. Project means not FI. It is including all the teams. Okay, that's the reason. Make sure that you will have to make good relationship with all the project members, in the uh, uh, your project. Okay, so and collaboration. So collaboration is also important, and upgrades. So upgrade means system upgrades every time. So we need to update our system if any new requirement is there. Then so for upgrades we need to connect ABAP consultant, basis consultants. So some of the upgrade projects also there in real time. So maximum you will get a support project nowadays. Why? Because there is no implementations particularly. Only support projects are there, ECC S4HANA, and rollout projects are there. Okay, and some cases upgrade projects like old version to latest version. Upgrade means some companies want to migrate from ECC to S4HANA, or else ECC old version to latest version. These are called as upgrades. Okay, so upgrade versions means converting old version to the latest versions. Okay, so and system improvements also part of your role. Some of the enhancements and some of the system designs you need to perform based upon the customer requirement. Okay, for process improvements, etc. Okay, so these are all SAP consultant roles and responsibilities. We have finished this session successfully. Okay, and next session we will discuss some more important areas. Okay, these are all orientation classes for beginners who want to switch to SAP first time. So these sessions definitely helpful to all the people in the group. Okay, so people who joined recently, they didn't see the past classes. Okay, everything is there in the chat box.